Hello everyone. I am doing a video finally, definitely the last one of As Ever. I can't believe that I'm doing another one, but this is the final exposure of As Ever, because my friend Akarok, who's amazing, she's just amazing. She sent me a squatty picture or a squatty post. She tagged me in the post that has the side of the label of the products with the barcode and the supposed manufacturing or distribution address listed, which exposes As Ever completely, as I expected and suspected. So let's go through it now and finally expose this. I put this through in a community post, as I usually do. People have asked, how can this go viral? I decided to do a video just to have for people to have the ability to share. You've got the whole series of the As Ever, starting from the As Never videos of mine through to Game Over, and now to this one. But this is the one that really we've been working towards. So let's go through it. So this is the picture from the post that Akarok had sent me. You can see here when you zoom in, you can see the full details of the full code of the barcodes. And you can also see here that it says not the manufacturing or distribution address at all for both the crepe mix and the cooking mix. It says manufactured for As Ever Enterprises LLC, 6061 West Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. info@asever.com. The issue with that is what we've already previously discovered and uncovered, that the boxes of the products are coming from a fake As Ever company. So the same company it's meant to be in California is the same company that Snow Commerce is running under Clay Street in Ohio. So firstly, this is a fake distribution, because, as I've said, that's just an office building. And that's just an office building, the Clay Street, Ohio, where these boxes are coming from. So it's not possible that they'd be manufacturing and distributing those products at that location, and it's not legal. But they've also put As Ever that's the company that's running from that location, when it's not. Remember, in the have I got it here? I might have it somewhere else, but in the legal imprint or the legal print of the As Ever website, Snow Commerce is only acting as a conduit, an e-commerce conduit. So they're only selling the products online. They are not liable for the products whatsoever. They are not liable for the distribution of products or for the manufacture of products. So they shouldn't. How are they then the ones responsible for sending the products out? So with this, I have searched for under the barcodes to find the manufacturing ID. The manufacturing ID is also As Ever in California, Los Angeles, with a PO box 49253. So that goes in line with what they're trying to sell on the boxes. Now, just remember as well, there's a really, really small wording just here. It says that basically workers in the factory signed NDAs to hide the secret factory location. it shouldn't be secret. It should be public information on that product, on that product labeling. So you don't list manufactured for, you say the manufacturing address. But let's get to that now. Now, this would be an explanation as to the legal requirements and the repercussions of not following the law. If a food label states manufactured for a company that did not manufacture, by the way, that address listed by as ever, I will get to, is actually, let's go now. This one here, 6061 West Boulevard, Sunset Boulevard. That used to be the building of Netflix, supposedly, but there's hardly, you can see that when you Google it, but it's no longer because it was actually bought in 2024, and they're going to create the Star, this massive office complex. And it's been bought and will start the really big renovations in 2026, but it was bought in 2024. This is how powerful, again. This is who you're dealing with. That's March 2024. 6061 West Boulevard in Hollywood. So this is not even Megan's office. It's not even the company's office. It's a shell. It's a shell business. It's a shell business with a shell address, and they're not manufacturing or distributing there because they have Snow Commerce doing it for them, supposedly, which is also false, in Ohio, Cincinnati. So let's go back to the law. If a food label states manufactured for a company that did not manufacture or distribute the product, it could potentially be considered misleading or non-compliant with FDA labeling requirements. The label must accurately reflect the identity and responsibility of the party behind the product, and any misleading statements could result in the product being classified as misbranded under the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, or FDCA. Here's why. Number 1, the misleading labeling, 21 U.S. Code 343. Section 343A of the FDCA requires that a food product is deemed misbranded if its labeling is false or misleading in any way. If the label says manufactured for as ever, when as ever is neither the manufacturer nor the distributor, it could mislead consumers into thinking that as ever is directly involved in the manufacturing or distribution process. This would violate the principle of truthfulness required by the FDCA. Number 2, 21 CFR 101, name and place of business. According to 21 CFR 101, the label must indicate the name and address of the manufacturer, packer, or distributor. If the label states manufactured for as ever, but as ever is neither the manufacturer or the distributor, this could violate the requirement that the label accurately identifies the responsible party. Number 3, impression of control or responsibility. Even though it's not explicitly forbidden to use phrases like manufactured for, such phrases must not imply responsibility or control over the product unless the company is truly responsible in some way. The phrase manufactured for can give the impression that the company has some level of responsibility or control over the product's production. If as ever has no role in manufacturing, distributing, or otherwise overseeing the product, it could be considered deceptive to consumers as it falsely suggests that they are involved. Legal risk and compliance. If a company uses the phrase manufactured for as ever, when as ever is not responsible for manufacturing or distributing the product, the product could be considered misbranded under FDA regulations. This could lead to the FDA issuing a warning letter or taking enforcement action if the label is found to be misleading. To comply with FDA requirements, well, firstly, the address is a shell business. It's a shell business. So you directing mail to it, it's up for renovation. It's up for the building will be destroyed and a new building will take its place. That's what's happening. It's been bought and it's ready to be torn down. If it isn't torn down already. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't live there. To comply with FDA requirements, the label should reflect the actual manufacturer or distributor of the product. If the label uses manufactured for or similar wording, the company, as ever referenced, must be involved in some legitimate capacity, such as being the responsible distributor or marketer, which they're not. The marketer is Snow Commerce in Ohio, Cincinnati. Not just a brand name or marketing entity, which they are. It's a brand name. In summary, the phrase manufactured for must not mislead customers or consumers about the actual manufacturing or distribution responsibilities. If it does, it could result in the product being deemed misbranded and potentially subject to regulatory action. False address, not a distributor or the manufacturer, not even the marketing, at marketing capacity. Is it responsible? Complete sham. And I've already discussed that. Yeah. There's some more work from somebody. So yeah, we're done here. So if you would like to share it, you're more than welcome to. As ever, infinality is a complete sham and fraud. It doesn't meet legal requirements of the FDA, of US laws, the FDCA, and it's up for legal risk or some fines, heavy fines, because it is a false misrepresentation and fraud, putting that address there, putting the Snow Commerce's address, putting the Snow Commerce's address on the sending information of the boxes when they're not responsible whatsoever of the product, and they surely aren't responsible for distributing the product. So there's actually no address whatsoever for distribution or for manufacturing. That's public. They've just made it up. Thanks, guys.